Hello, in this video I'll show you the location and how to remove and replace the fuel filter on Peugeot 307 2 liters HDI. The fuel filter on this car is located on the front of the engine and it's located right there. In order to remove the fuel filter we need to disconnect this electrical connector and the fuel lines as well. First, to start by removing the electrical connector, there is a clip there that you need to push up and then it comes out. Next, I'm going to remove the fuel lines with a screwdriver. You need to press the tab on the side and then pull out the fuel line. When you remove the fuel line, you can put it to the side. Next, we're going to remove the two other fuel lines. I'm again going to use a screwdriver to push the tab in and then take out the line. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. And to remove the last one, we do exactly the same thing. We push the tab in and pull out the fuel line. Now that we've disconnected the three fuel lines and the electrical connector, we need to unscrew the fuel filter cap, but we can try doing it by hand. If you can't do it by hand, maybe you can use some tool. This is the tool that I'm using to put it around the fuel filter cap, tighten it, and then we're going to turn it. Now that it's tightened, we're going to turn the fuel filter cap and that's it. Now we can remove the tool and then remove the fuel filter cap by hand. I'm going to put a cloth in there so that when I remove the fuel filter there's some fuel going to come out, and this way the fuel will spill on the cloth. And that's the fuel filter out. Now we're going to replace the fuel filter with a new one and put it back in its place. Before putting on the new filter, we're going to remove this O-ring and replace it with a new one. make sure the o-ring sits nicely in its place so that it's used properly. And also make sure you lubricate it with some fuel so that it slides when we put on the new filter and the cap. And now we're going to put on the new fuel filter. I'm only going to tighten the fuel filter cap by hand. You don't need to tighten it any more than that, and then I'm going to put on the fuel lines. And that's the fuel lines connected. Now I'm going to connect the electrical connector, and then we're done with replacing the fuel filter. After replacing the fuel filter, we need to prime the fuel system. This car has electric fuel pump in the fuel tank, so we're going to need to turn the ignition on and off for about 10 or 15 times. And then we're going to start the engine. Every time you turn the ignition on, hold it for at least 5 seconds and then turn the ignition on, and then do that about 10 times. Now that we've turned the ignition on and off about 10 times, we're going to start the engine and maybe give it a little bit of gas so that you make sure that it doesn't die, and then we're done. Hopefully the video was helpful. Thank you for watching.